Hey guys, welcome back. Today we were trying to mow some hay, second cutting alfalfa stuff. Had a little issue with our New Holland hay mower. Come here and check this. Yeah, there it is. I went ahead and pulled the top hoods off in field. Noticed we had a belt problem. Well, it kind of, foobarred everything. Went to the big city and got the one. Rather than go to the dealer, they're about half price, but I had to order the other one that goes here and go over across this pulley and over to that side. So for a good friend of mine has a very similar, not the same model, but everything else is the same. Anyway, he said to fix what he was doing, let's see if we can get these up positioned right so I can kind of show you. Yeah, that one's falling off. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so this is kind of how the belt sits, and the other one goes over the other side the same fashion. Anyway, my neighbor's got one just like this mower. He's telling me as this thing is running, the tension side is just sitting over here flapping, and that in turn essentially allows your belt to flop down into the other one, and then it, two belts can't run on one pulley, so it just shreds them. So his suggestion, it's what he did anyways. He took a little idler pulley and put right here to keep that from bouncing. So essentially he's just going to deflect this belt over a little bit, keep it from vibrating and flopping. So we've got to kind of figure something out here, because I don't want to keep doing this. These things are expensive, and of course you don't like to be down when you're trying to get hay cut. So all right, well, see what we can come up with. So I got an old bearing out of the Cummins motor. This is a fan hub bearing, and that kind of pretty well matches up with our belt for width. I need something to go inside there. So the machine shop's got some bar stock, and I had them drill and tap for a 1/2 inch bolt. That fits perfectly inside our bearing. Now we'll just mount it up on the mower. Like that. Now welded a little angle iron onto our hood tent and mounted our bearing in there and lined her up, and look at that, she's just perfect. Now let's take a look from the side how much it deflects our belt. Not a whole lot, just enough to keep that belt from doing this bullshit as we're running. I also had to make sure that our hood is still going to shut, and I'm pretty sure it will. Now we just got to zip around the other side and do that one. There we go, got that side done. I went ahead and put a gusset going down to the bottom corner back there to help to give this thing some extra support so it won't vibrate quite as much. Oops, that one, sorry. Anyway, now we got this one over here. I already went ahead and got him finished up, and we just went from the front hoop here to that spring support and mounted her up on there, guys, and that's pretty slick. She spins pretty nice right there. And it's just got the belt deflected just a little tiny bit, not a whole lot, just enough to get that bounce out of it. So anyway, now we got to wait for the other belt to get here tomorrow, and then we can finish that off and get back to mowing. The problem being, I started mowing on that hay yesterday, and so now the hay is going to be needing baled tomorrow, so I'll probably start raking on most of it here in the morning while he's mowing. That way we're not losing any alfalfa leaves and so on. So anyway, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Finally got the baler going. Gave it an extra day. Found a little more trouble with the hay mower than just the belts being broke. The left side, driver's side, I guess you'd call it, over this side of the mower. That big shaft, the belt comes over from the center, goes over to that pulley, and then goes down. That big shaft right there that goes down drives the cutter. The tower or whatever that supports that shaft up on top of that pulley on it, the tower had broke and was basically wiggling back and forth, and that was causing a lot of belt flop over there. Anyway, finally getting the baler going. Now, first cutting this field, this little bitty 3-acre piece had 3 bales on it. We got 6 so far, 6 in a little bit. So second cutting is doing a whole lot better than first cutting. It's just kind of the way the weather goes sometimes, you know. We had kind of a cool, wet spring, and then it got hot and dry when hay should have been really chomping and going. The grass never really did take off, so it should have been a lot more grass on the first cut. Well, now we've got, you know, second cuts had a lot better rain on it than we did for first cutting. So the alfalfa is really chooching along, smoking out, which is good. You know, hey, shut up, stupid radio. So anyway, we've got these 3 little pieces here, 20 acres to do. Then I've got to go hit up that guy I always do the custom stuff for. He's got, I don't know, he said maybe 30 bales. He's usually pretty close. We got 30 bales to do for him then. And then a farm a little bit farther down, we have all that pasture grass on. We got most of that farm done before the mower broke, but 2 little fields we didn't get finished, so we're gonna go ahead and rake and bale everything there and get that out of the way, and then we'll come back and we'll mow everything else. And the reason is we didn't get the mower going until yesterday, so it was 3 days essentially after we quit mowing. So we can, you know, we can do all the fields that are done, and then that last field that was just had the end rows done. I didn't want to be mowing and turning around on that stuff that was basically ready to go, because you'd be losing all your leaves and nutritional value from driving over it when it's almost ready to go. So that's the plan anyway. That field or that little piece, we didn't even bale it the first cutting, and look at it smoking out now. That's got a lot of clover on it. You can see that the color kind of gives that away. Clover kind of turns a lot darker brown than grass or alfalfa does when it's mature. And man, my air conditioner is trying to quit on me. It's gonna get pretty warm in here today. So we weren't able to make it down here last night to get this done. That guy I did the custom for had a lot more there than I thought he did. But that's fine. This stuff was raked up, and we didn't have to wait very long this morning, just a little bit to get the dew to burn off, and he's ready to go. And once again, this bottom piece sure is trucking out the tonnage. He's got a lot better growth to it, a lot better fertility down here than the hill pieces do, which get kind of thin. So the second cutting ended up pretty nice, guys. I'm kind of pleased compared to, you know, first cutting. So fortunate to have some good hay and dry hay. This stuff hasn't been rained on, so good quality alfalfa grass. Make the cows some nice food. Now we can just hope for some good rains to get third cutting to come on pretty good. See, the grass down here is trying to take off and grow pretty nice, but it's got to be more than just grass. Grass gets pretty thin, especially after a second cutting. Yeah, I think we'll circle back over here and grab these few little scuffs so the rake didn't get picked up. There we go. An update on the soybeans. I got the new shovels and stuff for the cultivator, but we haven't had time to get back there, get back down and put them on and try running again. So I would imagine those beans are just going to get away from me, and I won't be able to get another cultivation on those. So, oh well. You know what they look like. They're going to be weedy, but between the rows, they were definitely a lot better. And the moisture situation down there is not quite as severe as up here, so hopefully there'll be enough moisture down there to have decent pod fill. Alrighty, well, I'm going to finish this up and call it a day, guys. So, you know what to do. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Got any questions or comments, you know, just hit me up. I try to respond as quick as I can, or as soon as I see you got a question or something, try to hit me up. I'll get to you as quick as I can. And give me a thumbs up, guys. It certainly helps YouTube get these videos dispersed to everybody that likes to see them. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Till the next video, catch you later.